It's 2019 and there are so many sick bikes out there, but here are my top 5 hottest motorcycles for 2019.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. Continue to leave video suggestions, but you may find what you're looking for by visiting my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos. And those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through.
Yeah, I'm still out here rocking my old 2012 CBR 1000RR, but baby, she is awesome still. For 2019, for the street, she got all the mid-range you need, baby. And still lightweight, only 437 pounds. But I tell you guys, this is a really great year for motorcycles, man. And the #1 motorcycle, baby, that's still hot, in my opinion, is still the hottest, is Ducati Panigale V4. And you don't need to get the top version, the S version or the R version, to have a cool bike. The base model is sick. And for us regular Joe riders out there, we don't really need all that extra stuff. That ain't gonna help us. A lot of you guys get these bikes to just cruise out here on the streets, man. Which really these bikes are optimal for cruising, which you can, like I do. I love cruising on my CBR. But I love that power. Yeah, I love that torque. And these new bikes got a lot of torque and pull on them, man. Like 214 horsepower, 91 pounds-feet of torque. It's got the Brembo style lemmas on there. It's got oh baby, it looks so beautiful. I tell you that, the Panigales have always looked beautiful, man. Ducati, they are numero uno when it comes to motorcycle beauty. I think most of us can agree on that. #2 hottest bike for 2019 is the 2020 BMW S1000RR. Now, you know I love that bike just because it got double I in it already, because it sounds good. But anyways, they've redesigned the S1000RR, as a lot of you guys know, and it looks absolutely good looking now. It's not as gorgeous as the Panigale V4, but it is good looking, much better looking than the previous version that had that ugly asymmetrical headlights, which I know some of you guys like that, but to each his own. I like the new style of the S1000RR, although it's still not as powerful as the Panigale. And you know, the S1000RR has the inline 4, you know, like my CBR has, but it only pumps out, what, 207 horsepower and 83 pounds-feet of torque. So it's down on power to the Panigale, but man, I'll tell you, that's way more power than you need. It's crazy that these bikes even have 200 horsepower stock now. That is just amazing. I mean, this bike only's got, I think it's like 150 horsepower on this CBR, man. And this is plenty of power, baby. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I love it. And mid-range. Still good in 2019, baby. #3 hot bike, the Aprilia RSV4. That bike is always going to be hot, man. That's what started the craze with the V4s, man. That V4, everybody loves the V4 on that bike, man. That sounds absolutely amazing on that bike. So does the Panigale, sounds amazing as well. But the Aprilia RSV4 factory version for 2019 actually pumps out more power than the standard Panigale V4. It's got 217 horsepower and I think 90 pounds-feet of torque. So it pumps out a few more horses on that. Already an amazing bike. They've refined it now. You know, it gets better and better every year, but they have not changed the looks of the RSV4. It still looks the same, man. It looks like this bike, to be honest with you. And I think Aprilia, they need to update the looks on that bike already, man. That bike looks it looks outdated now, but it's got everything you need on there. It's got all the power electronic rider aids. It's got the awesome suspension on there. But anyways, number 4, the Ducati Diavel 1260. Now I know that's gonna surprise a lot of you guys, because that's basically almost the same bike as I had with that Ducati X Diavel. It's got the same engine. They put it on the Diavel and they call it the 1260. It's got that 1262 Testastretta L twin engine pumping out 159 horsepower, 95 pounds-feet of torque. But I'll tell you guys, the reason why I put that on my list, you know I loved my X Diavel. The power on that bike is absolutely amazing. But the Diavel has mid-foot controls. That was one of the reasons why I got rid of my X Diavels, because of the forward feet controls, which I don't like. Got that sick engine. Oh, baby! Oh, man! Oh, shit! Ah! I'm telling you, that engine, man, up to about 120 miles per hour. Woo! It's got all the power and torque right down from the bottom at 0 through the torque, through the RPM range, man. You feel all that power down low and in the mid-range, baby. And that's what you want for street, man. That bike was absolutely amazing. I think it's about 4 pounds less than the X Diavel. But oh, I highly recommend the bike. I highly recommend. I didn't have any trouble out of the engine or anything out of the bike. The only issue I had was that the rear brake went out on the X Diavel, that Brembo brake. And that was a Brembo issue and not really a Ducati issue, because they had a recall on the brakes. But otherwise, I didn't have any issue with that at all, man. Highly recommend the X Diavel and the Diavel, guys. But anyways, number 5, you know I have to do it, baby. 2019 Yamaha YZ450FX. Turn it into a Supermoto like I did. That bike is absolutely sick. I'm getting ready to take this bike home to go get that bike. Go have some fun out here. Tell you, they made some really cool changes with the YZ450FX. They took the engine from the 2018 YZ450F motocross bike, which was new, and they put it over on the FX. And they obviously and with the FX you get the 190 watt stator, 5-speed wide ratio transmission, kickstand, the 18-inch rear wheel.
The coolest thing is you can connect your smartphone via Wi-Fi to your bike, and you can make custom apps and load them to the bike. It keeps track of your maintenance. You can run real-time engine diagnostics. You can run a real-time engine monitor.
You know, and I'll tell you, the KYB suspension is absolutely awesome right out of the box for Supermoto riding out here on the street, and it's awesome off-road. I didn't even adjust it yet, and it's amazing. The bike has just got all kinds of power wheelies in every gear. Woo! It's raw, it's awesome, man, and it's awesome for Supermoto, guys. And it's what I love about that bike is you can make it an all-in-one bike. You can Supermoto, you can take it to the motocross track, you take it off on the trails. It just makes a really awesome all-in-one bike, and they say the valves hardly ever go out of spec on the Yamahas. So we'll see. I told you guys I'm gonna do a test. I'm not gonna do any maintenance other than basic oil changes, air filter cleaning, stuff like that. I'm not gonna mess with the valves or do a piston kit change, nothing for a year. And we're gonna see if the bike's okay. Leave a comment on your top 5 hottest bikes for 2019, what you think are hot. But hey, for those of you guys who want to get my gear, like these awesome heated gloves, keeping my hands nice and toasty here on this cold day, and my helmets, gloves, boots, camel pants, leather jackets, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab, My Gear.
Thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.